3, 2, 1. Holland, of course, is a longtime coach and advocate for tennis, but as you've already heard, it isn't just tennis this is all about. Holland served on the Parks and Recreation Commission for over a quarter of a century. I think he was chairman or had been chairman when I first came aboard it in 1996. And Holland is Mr. Institutional Memory for parks in Richland. And there is a reason for that. Because when I came on the Parks Commission, he and the commission were engaged in a long campaign to create a Parks and Recreation Department. Up until that time, there was no Parks and Recreation Department. There was a recreation director or coordinator, starting with Ernie Curtis and going on through some others. Dave here was in the Public Works or project organization, which had little time for anything having to do with the parks, and we're always battling over getting a little bit of Dave's time to do some work in parks layout and so on. And the Parks Commission finally prevailed upon the City Council to reorganize and create an actual Parks and Recreation Department, and that was when Holland's history of the inventory of parks and their condition came to the fore and breathed new life into our city paying attention to the parks and expanding them. So his legacy here is much more than about the tennis courts that are being named after him. It's about our whole parks complex and how much of an advantage the parks complex is to our city in our quality of life for all of our citizens and for our economic development. So I admire Holland greatly for his persistence and dedication to the cause of parks and recreation in our city. Thank you, Holland. And Holland, would you like to say a few words?
I feel awfully old right now. I talked to Stan. He handles the reservations of the facilities we have in the park system. And I said that I would hope that maybe Court 1, that's this court, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday could be reserved to all the players 80 or older. And he wasn't so sure that he could do that. I'm not quite sure what I could say. I certainly do appreciate the honor and the recognition. I was telling John that tomorrow will make 60 years I've been here at Richland, and he preceded me by 2 years. But this park, Howard Amon, has always been the thing I've really looked very, very carefully over and concerned with. We were concerned about the fingernail, with that coming in, the North Howard Amon. And at first, when I came, we were developing Leslie Groves Park, and we couldn't do the entire thing that we wanted and was planned, so we decided to do it in various stages, and we found that to be fairly successful. But isn't this a terrific facility? Again, telling John that back in 1960, the courts were so bad, we had sections, large sections of asphalt that had come out. So we called it Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, and so forth, because every time it rained, there would be puddles in this area for about a day or two. Of course, that's bad for tennis players. But at any extent, rather than going down the memory line, I'd like to, again, thank you for your support, the staff and the Parks and Recreation Commission for sponsoring this, and of course the City Council for buying the resolution, and it's going to be quite an honor for me. But thanks very much.